Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Yes, it's the holidays. Happy and merry. Oh, we're good. I'm Mayor Pro Tem Lorene West by default. That was a joke. Obviously, I don't do comedy well. I just want to recognize my fellow city council member, Marcia McLean, and she is also my friend, and she loves her park, so I'm happy to have her here. We're joined by Dale Donahoe. Where are you in the wonderful Christmas coat? Yay, Dale. And an amazing man, Pastor Rusty George, who really helped facilitate and make this possible, who has the church over here, is just awesome. So we just welcome, Pastor. It's really good to see you all here. Get ready for the rain, because later it's coming, but it's been held off for now, so no excuses. We did that just for you guys. Ventura is getting drowned, probably. This is our 34th park. Bravo, City of Santa Clarita. And it's our 29th birthday, so, we're really excited. When we started as a city, we had 6.5 parks, I say affectionately. One of them was about a couple acres with some grass, and so it was a half park. But we've redone all of those. We're very proud. 34 parks is just an amazing thing, and we're very thrilled about this. So I want to thank everybody for the hard work and dedication for making this a reality, because this was truly a partnership. This was a big deal. And it is in a very prominent location in the city. And when you look around this beautiful park, it actually looks bigger now than when it was a dirt lot, doesn't it? Come on, this is much bigger. And it's 2.5 acres. So you have turf, and you have walkways, and you have picnic tables and benches and lighting, and we have this little thing over our head. And a fence that's built around the park that's been landscaped, so eventually you're sort of hedged in with a sea of green, which I think is going to be wonderful. And I expect the church is going to use this a lot, right? Right. Yeah, that's going to use this a lot. I think it's going to be very popular for lots of events and parties, and I look forward to seeing little concerts, and maybe you'll even show movies out here. This is just a perfect place to do a lot of those things. And we have all these wonderful walks in Santa Clarita. We walk for almost all kinds of wonderful things. So this will be very popular for those, because we're on the same side of the street as the Paseo. So it's just entering this park and then going down to the Paseo, and then you kind of go where you need to go. So a lot of relief for these gatherings, shade structure on hot summer days. So we anticipate heavy use here. We've got 170 parking stalls. 170, that's really good. And we've also added convenience for our residents with electric vehicles. And this I don't know a lot about, because I'm still riding a horse. But he has a different kind of fuel that he uses. The city coordinated with the EV Go to develop a fast-fill electric vehicle charging station. And what's neat about this is a vehicle can obtain a full charge, amazing, full charge in 30 minutes. So you can come plug in, get your car recharged, have your lunch in a park. What a wonderful thing. At this time, I'd like to have a really wonderful man that we honor in this community, Pastor Rusty George, come up and say a few words.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for coming out today. This has been a dream for several years, and finally a reality. The idea of churches and cities working together, it just doesn't happen near enough. And we were excited when we heard about this potential partnership together, because our mentality at Real Life has always been, we want to be the kind of church that if we disappeared, the city would miss us. And so we want to keep doing more and more things for the community that make this great place to live, an even better place to live. And with the leadership that we have in the city, which allows these kind of partnerships to happen, with great people that are part of the city, like Dale, which help facilitate these kind of things, and the amazing team here at Real Life, from Fred and Rod and Ryan, that really made so much of this happen. We're just so grateful to be able to do this together. And so over the past 16 years here at the church, we've desired to have a relationship with the city, and it just keeps getting better every single year. We look forward to more projects like this in the years to come. So thank you very much.
I would be remiss if I didn't talk a lot about some amazing people that donate their time, and they do it ongoing for you. And your 34 parks didn't happen by accident. We have a strong desire by the council to be the leading place for parks and trails and open space in our state, if not in the nation. But our Parks Commission, and they're all sitting right in front of me, all four here, and I'm thrilled. Ruth Ann Levison, Michael Cruz, Don Cruikshank, and Diana Boone. Please give them a hearty hand. My assistant city manager's here, Frank Oviedo. Where are you, Frank? Wave a hand. Okay, hiding in the background, watching everything. He is very awesome, and all our staff. I want to thank all of you. You have just done an amazing job. The partnership here with the city and church and with Dale Donahoe. This doesn't happen in every place in America, but it happens here. And we value partnership, and we believe in partnership, and we will continue to do that. And that's how we get a better, greater, more beautiful community. So I thank you. I want a man to come up that I highly respect, who I think is kind of a man's man. He's just a great guy. He gives, he helps, he always keeps his word, he keeps his commitments. Dale Donahoe, please come up and say a few words.
First off, the jacket. Just so you know, my wife dresses me, so she lays out my clothes and I wear them. So we'll just leave it at that. I asked her for granimals so I could just match them up, but she if you guys know what that is, she lays them out for me. But this project goes back, got to be 12, 14 years, and I don't even Lorraine remembers, and Marcia I think was around as well, and part of that is they made this a condition of this entire project to become a park. So 14 years ago, it took to get this park where it is today. The vision of these two ladies right here, foresight, looking out when developers coming in and they're asking for projects and they're saying, hey, set aside something for the community, and you get something like this. And it works because it's surplus land. It works for the church where they could have extra parking, they could have events, and it's a central place, like Lorraine said, with the paseos, center of the city, all kind of parking, shops, and of course, now, when they come here, they could go next door and have some coffee. Okay. Like I said, this park is a culmination of 14 years of work, cooperation, coordination, and integration. And it started with these ladies, and I got to say New Holland. And then, over the years, with the planning and trying to find funding, and with the generosity and the vision of Real Life Church, with Rusty and really Fred Gray to be the driver to make this a reality, to fund the entire park and parking lot. So I want you guys to know that Real Life Church, they won't say it, but I will, was the driving force to make this happen, to push the design, to get us to work with the city, and to fund the entire park and parking lot. So please, a round of applause for Real Life Church. True partners in this city, without a doubt. And I'd be remiss if I didn't thank everybody associated with this, but I'm going to miss some people. But we know Rusty, we know Fred Gray, the driver for Real Life, the guy that makes it happen there. Ryan and Rod, that are the hands-on people that are working with our people. And then our superintendent, Dennis Siebers, is here. That's one that was in the field, in the trenches, putting all this down. And then my right hand, my brains of what we do, Darcy, that put all the paperwork together to get title transferred, to get CCNRs over to the city, everything it takes to actually transfer property to a church and to a city. And again, I just want to thank everybody that participated in this. And then for the city staff, we've been working with Damon, we've been working with field inspectors. So just everybody, if you touch this park by helping to the foresight to see it by designing it, by inspecting it, by reviewing it, by working on it, by being part of it? Just raise your hand so everyone could see who was actually a part of this park and making it happen. Yes? Yes. So with that, I thank you for coming out. Thank you for making this a great city. And thank you, commissioners, for really looking for the foresight of having parks. I grew up in this town. I was born in Inglewood, moved here at 2 weeks old, and I lived here ever since. I grew up in Canyon Country, had no parks. We were playing football in the street. We were playing basketball wherever we could do it. To have kids a place to play where they go out and have some greenery, where they could go out and kick some balls around. I was a soccer coach, baseball coach, football coach, basketball coach, and back raising my kids, there was nowhere you could go to. You were fighting over fields, and if you didn't get there first, you're out. And so I could see 4 or 5 AYSO soccer teams showing up here with cones and making it a makeshift soccer field. So thank you for your foresight and your work, and keep it up. Thank you very much.
Bravo, a native son here, and he said some powerful words, and it's true. 21 years ago, our first park that we tackled was Canyon Country Park. They didn't have any parks, and it was really we felt really proud. It was a really big deal to do that. And now they've got the most open space, and they've got parks everywhere, and they got the most trails. They're awesome now, so we're thrilled about that. I think now I have to get a very special lady up here, and she represents somebody that I deeply, deeply respect, our new Senator Scott Wilk. So come on up, Chris Huff.
Thank you, Lorraine. And wow, 34 parks. I haven't been here. I've only been here since 1984, so I'm not sure how many parks we had at that time, but substantially less. But I'm here representing your state senator, Scott Wilk, your brand new state senator. He could not be here today, but I'm really proud to represent him, and he asked me to pass on congratulations not only to Pastor George, Dale Donahoe, Lorraine, Marcia, the awesome parks commissioners that helped make this happen in the city of Santa Clarita, because parks just make a community. I mean, they've all said it, but they do make a community, and we're so proud to live in a place where we can have parks everywhere we go, walking and driving down the street. So just a little commemoration, and I know there's a vault somewhere in the city where you put these things, or you wallpaper the executive bathroom. I'm not sure what, but we do have a little commemoration for the Marketplace Park, and we wanted to honor this momentous occasion, or Scott Wilk, Senator Scott Wilk did. So here's a memento.
So without further ado, I would like to thank everybody, and let's do officially cut the ribbon for this amazing park, because you're going to see a community that's going to do a lot of wonderful things here. This is going to be a gathering place like some others that we have, and so I'm thrilled.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yay!